Colin.
Yes.
You're the final topic, and you have the Patreon producer, John Demos, to thank for that.
John Stamos gave us a question.
Wait, so we are doing my
Demos.
topic? I didn't think we were doing my topic.
We are doing your
Oh,
topic.
okay, cool. So I was thinking about, we talked about this a little bit about at lunch. Weird pet peeves. Now I know we've talked
More
about
pet peeves.
So we talked about pet peeves in the past, and I think that people have their pet peeves, right? Like I've talked about how like people getting up on the airplane and like running down the aisle to try to like skip 5 rows when we're
I
getting
fucking
up.
hate that.
I actually want to fucking murder those
You weren't
people.
on our flight on the way back.
No, I went to straight to San
It was
Diego.
the first flight I've ever taken where that didn't happen. Did you notice that?
No, I don't pay attention.
We were all just sitting there, and I turned around, and everyone was waiting for their time to get up and go down the aisle, which normally it's not.
Yeah,
There's always that one motherfucker by the bath in the back that just jets to see how far he can get.
It's like
and then they stop.
13 of
It's
them.
also always like an old lady. Like
Yeah.
like you're always supposed to be polite to old ladies. The rudest people in the world are
They
old
are.
ladies.
They know they can get away with it.
They've lived through a lot, though.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they got through Nam, but like, they're still like.
Were they serving?
They were fighting the Viet Cong out.
I always feel like the women pushing me out. I mean, not the women, people pushing me out of the way. It's always like an old woman who has like a giant suitcase who's just like, I'm fucking out of here. I got less time left in my life. I'm moving.
Yeah, you can't trip them either because then you just go to jail.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So, but like, I'm trying to think of, like, so we're talking about like how I hate loud eating, loud swallowing. That shit annoys the shit out of me. But that's ubiquitous. Like, I don't care where we are, what we're doing. If you're swallowing loud, I'm gonna fucking punch you in your throat. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that shit. I want to hear it. It's enough. You're not hearing me. I know for a fact you don't hear me, and I know for a fact you don't hear me swallow.
You're seeing Nick and thinking of Trucker as you
As I'm
Greg.
smelling Greg
Yeah.
and summoning forth
Touching
Kevin.
Were you listening at lunch when Drucker was talking about the opposite of that? Apparently,
ASMR.
Drucker always opens up my eyes to all sorts of
That
crazy
people
stuff
like.
that
Some,
I can.
some people like that shit.
Yeah, I guess people do like that
Some
stuff.
it's called ASMR, I guess.
Is
Where
that-
it's like
yeah, I mean, it's all
videos
on-
of people chewing or opening not like unboxing videos, like just the sound of a box opening. People like
So actual unboxing videos.
but just for
Literally.
the sound of
Right.
it.
So let me give you a few examples
twisted.
of what I'm talking about. All right. So
Yeah.
like, I think I'm going a little deeper with the pet peeves. One of my major pet peeves is on the TSA line. When you have the person in front of you that's never flown before.
What,
Like-
you mean I can't take this water
Like,
through?
it's all right. I understand 9/11 changed everything, right? It's a terrible thing.
I thought
but-
that was PlayStation Move.
PlayStation Move also changed. PlayStation Move in many ways was worse than 9/11.
Never forget PlayStation Move.
Good lord.
Please pull
My
that
dad was a
quote.
New York City firefighter. I can make jokes about 9/11.
Not sure that's how that works.
He was
Show
there.
him the-
He was there. I can make jokes about.
Do you want me to
9/11.
go get the sweatpants?
That's why I have an FDNY sticker on my lid of my laptop. I can make 9/11 jokes. But that's
That's the only reason he has the sticker.
but the TSA, like, have you met this person that just has no idea what they're doing on the TSA line, as if they've never even? It's all right. You don't fly. That's fine. I don't know how you live in the United States and don't fly at least once every few years since it's a fucking massive country. But okay, you stay in your little geographic area, but you've never been exposed to this on TV or a comedy sketch or something like.
You haven't read any of the signs?
Like,
You passed?
Oh, I got to take my shoes off, and then they walk back through the machine. Oh, I got to take my jewelry off. Oh, sir, you have your wallet in your pocket. Sir, you have your fucking
they
belt
don't do
on.
any. They don't do any favors nowadays though, because there's so much different things. It's like we go to airports and there's a dog, and I'm like, okay, I'm not trained for this dog. I don't know what the fuck
dog
I'm-
was awesome.
Do I just? And the guy's like, just walk by. Don't touch the dog. Don't touch the dog. And it's like everyone's trying to pet the dog. It's a fucking dog. That's what people fucking do.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, people have this
Not
general.
a police dog.
Any
It's still
dog.
hey, when he takes off that badge and gun, he's still a dog. Okay.
But so these dogs, it's like, all right, so now do I have to take? And they're like, no, you don't need to take off your shoes. You don't need to take off your shoes. Then you go through and like, you didn't take off your watch. No, like I thought.
Oh
that
yeah, the watch
shoes
gets me
thing-
every once in a while because there's some like half the.
It's because they make it up. They
It's all
make
made up. It's all made
the
up. Okay, so the
rules.
laptop
Put
needs
it-
to go
yeah.
in a separate thing.
No, it
If
doesn't.
you have
Just put it in.
if you have a tablet, it's fine. But a large tablet, I'm like, okay, so where there's now 3 iPads. Which one is which? Which quality? With the iPad in the middle, is that large or is that small? I don't fucking know.
Like much of the federal government, these people are just trying to justify their existence at this point.
And that leads me to another pet peeve with the TSA. When there's the person there that is trying as loudly as possible to tell you all the rules
Oh, yeah.
as you're coming up, but you only catch maybe a quarter of them.
Belts a wallet off, everybody. It's like, all right,
Like
we
the guy-
know.
yeah, you're like, oh my god, and the guy's like, he's not paying attention to you, you're not paying attention to him, but he's only adding to your anxiety of the whole affair because he's just loudly saying something that you know, but then you're like, should I be paying attention to this fucking guy? Maybe he's saying something that I should say, but I only caught half of it, and I'm not gonna fucking hit that button on my remote that makes him go back. It's not gonna happen.
They start doing that bullshit too, where they start to try to be cute and fun. So it's like whatever.
They're like
so
Southwest flight attendants.
They start fucking rhyming everything. It's like you're at In-N-Out, and it's just like number 3, your food's ready, and shit like that. But they'll be all like,
I really hope they try.
They
harder.
start doing that. No, but they don't. They never try harder. So
Number
they start
7,
being
you're
all
in
cute with the like, take off your shoes, and I don't have
This
a
is
rhyme for
this
it ready.
is only
but-
vaguely related, but I realized I was an adult when I was attracted to my first TSA agent. Like I saw like there was a woman in the TSA line doing like, and not like I hope she checks me, like not like I'm gross, but I was like, oh, she's really pretty, and I'm like, that's very strange to see a TSA agent and recognize that they're attractive. Not a pet peeve. Feel free to be beautiful.
Just a weird thing.
And it wasn't like some like fat like 80-year-old dude at the TSA. Like it was like a woman my age, and it would be okay if it was a guy who was attracted to. I'm just saying that it wasn't your name.
There's nothing wrong
with
with
that. It's not
that.
the image in your head of a TSA agent.
Another pet peeve. Tall people at concerts. Now, obviously, everyone has the right to go to a concert.
Right.
Right?
I don't know if you can have this pet peeve.
But when you're on the floor, all right? Like, so I as an example, the last 3 concerts I had this problem. I went to saw 311 on Sunday. 22nd time I ever saw him.
Do they have 22 songs?
They have 12 albums. But they like there's a guy standing in front of us, like kind of, like towards the center, who's like 6'6", 6'7", like straight up. And I'm like, that's fine, sir. I know you can't do anything about it, but like you have to know that you can't just be in this mixture of people that are between 5'8" and like 6'1", and you're just in the middle blocking. You're
obscuring the view.
You got to kind of go in the back. Like I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be sizist here.
I guess he was just a big fan.
Goodbye, everybody.
You dematerialized.
He's head and shoulders above the rest.
My God.
But like we all want to be close, but you know that like when you're that tall, you're being quite obstructive to people that are
Sure.
average height 5. Like I just feel like I'm 6 foot tall. I feel like if I knew I was 6 inches taller, then I'd be like, well, I gotta like play this a little differently because I know someone behind me fucking hates me. These people like have to know that they're blocking, and because of of a field of vision, they're actually blocking like an entire like triangles worth of people the closer you are to them.
But I feel like you do that too, though. Like, you're tall enough to qualify for that.
I don't think
There's
6
a lot of people shorter than you.
There's a lot of people shorter than me. There's a lot of people taller than me.
Yeah.
And I'm not. This is 311 shows are young. I thought they were young man's game actually until I went this last time and I realized I was like the youngest person there.
Yeah.
But
So do you propose like a kindergarten class picture scenario?
That's exactly
where
what I
everyone needs to
propose.
file in like.
But there's like
owner of height, and
10,000
then Nick goes in the
people.
front and everyone else is in the back.
And a very female.
There's not 10,000 people.
You can easily
I mean, at like a normal band concert.
You can easily organize this maybe 20, 30 minutes before everyone goes in the show. You're good. You just have them all lined up by height before they go in, and you go.
I see your point, but you can't like break his legs and like hobble him down to like a level. Like he probably feels bad. He's probably self-conscious, and he's like, I hope I'm not ruining
Just go
this for
stand by
everybody.
the back of the soundboard then.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean? Like you can see fine no matter where you are. You can see just fine.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. Everyone has their phone up anyways.
Yep.
They're gonna watch it when they get home.
Yeah.
This was one of the
I
things
hate
that
that.
bothered me about that was another pet peeve of mine because I tweeted out a picture or a short video of them playing a rare song that I've only seen them play like once or twice. And someone's like, I didn't expect that you were gonna be one of the guys to take out the phone. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, they haven't played the song in a long time.
Choice moments, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. You go in, you need to know exactly. All right, I'm gonna film this 15 seconds for this memory, and that's what I want. Cool. Do
But then
you.
everyone
That's
taking
what we have these things.
But then everyone
for.
taking out their
That's
phones for
annoying
Amber and
now.
Beautiful Disaster. I'm like, they play these songs every fucking night, people.
well, I mean,
go
not
on
everyone's been
YouTube.
to 22.
Go on YouTube.
No one's literally with them every night. That is actually one of my pet peeves. I was over the weekend. I watched a fight at a bar, and it was a very, very crowded bar. So it was one of those instances where you have your kind of eye line to the TV that you
Oh,
kind
it
of
was
set
a
up.
televised fight.
Yeah, televised fight.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, I
Yo,
wasn't
I
like
hear Tony's gonna fight Mark. Let's go to the bar.
fucking Tony. He wins every time. No, so it was a UFC fight. It was televised at a
Yeah.
local bar, and sometimes I just pop over there for a drink and see it. But it always gets super, super crowded as the main event starts happening. So I've got my little spot, and as the main event is starting, right, as the people are coming in, you see people kind of getting their phones out and getting ready, and then shit starts going down. They start throwing punches, and every phone starts coming up to record it. And I'm like, you're watching it.
Yeah.
Just
But
watch it.
I want them sweet Vine loops.
But that's and I get why that's happening because people like that. But can we just enjoy the moment without having to get another follower from it? That is my only pet peeve, and I know Tim's shaking.
Greg.
I can close my fucking eyes. I know Tim's shaking his head
Come
right
on,
now
Tim, yeah.
at me.
No, I
but-
agree with you. It's also like you're not watching it live. You're watching it through your phone live.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. There's a commonality, especially for live events, where you're experiencing that with everyone else, and then when you're experiencing, you already have the buffer of the TV in front of you anyway. Like it's not if you're at the fucking thing,
Right.
You're in a stadium. You're watching the Islanders shoot the puck against the icing.
That's pretty
with
close.
the red line.
You're almost there.
And they're
Yeah, look, you hold that stick.
they just
You're,
this is
that's
how
a
they do it, right?
C minus
That's what they do
description.
when they win.
He's past the gym class. That's all that matters.
I get that you're at the experience, but you're watching it on a fucking TV, and then you're recording it on another mini TV.
So here's what I'll do.
You're
I'll-
so far removed.
I'll turn it around on. I'll turn you around. All right. I ever tell you about my poppy, my grandfather?
Nope.
Great guy. World War
Get
II
the notepad.
vet.
Get the notepad.
Yeah,
out.
no, this
yeah.
is
Take a
about to
note.
start.
World War II vet. Great.
Mhm.
Had Purple Heart, all that jazz. Great man. Love him to death. You know what I mean?
What theater?
I don't remember. No, he's still in Normandy.
Oh, so Europe. Okay.
Yeah.
Europe. Cool.
Great man. Love him to death. He's long since passed, right? He did not digitally archive anything he ever saw. So I have no idea what shows he watched or what sporting events were important to him.
Maybe it's none of your goddamn business.
I want to know.
Maybe it's none of your business.
All I know is that he used to have to watch soap operas when
But
grandma was
also,
sick, and then
how
I
much-
get in trouble when I turned it to Batman.
How much worse would it Normandy have been if it was like, hey y'all, about to storm Normandy.
Selfie,
Selfie click. Like, what if
They're
that
coming
was
now.
the greatest generation?
That's
a
all
great
I'm saying
point.
is that like
GoPros.
I think technology oftentimes gets in the middle of actually real experiences, and I'm not saying it happens all the time. Obviously, it was 5 seconds. I wasn't that heartbroken when they took it out. I was excited to see the fight as well, but at the same time, I'm like you have to question how and why you're choosing to experience these things and what they really mean to you. Because if it's just to get that tweet, then you're not getting the fullest experience out of it, in my opinion. Now, I mean, I've done the thing too when like the movie's starting, and I'm excited to be this movie, and I've done it. So I've done this.
We're
before.
all guilty.
We're all guilty of it, sure.
But at the same time, I try not to because I'm like, I want to be here and I want to experience.
Those without sin cast the first stone. Nick.
It's true.
Let me hit you with two more.
Go.
We were talking about this at when we went to get burritos before. Waiters that don't write down what you're ordering. And now I appreciate it's not a
dedication
game
to the
of-
craft.
Yeah, it's like
I like your parlor tricks.
but then
sir.
they have to go through it, and then they're making mistakes, so they're like,
First one.
Yeah.
First one. He was like, okay, I got it, everyone. Let me just go through it one more time. And you're like, no, this is not going to work. This is not going to work.
So that's just a small pet peeve of mine. That it's not no shame in that taking a note. Smart men take notes.
Yeah.
You know,
take
Da
notes.
Vinci scribbled endlessly in his notebooks, backwards.
He
In
would do
fact.
all sorts
So
of
did
stuff.
Son of Sam.
Son of Sam also took notes
Both did
backwards.
good things for society.
And finally, we talked
Really
about this.
just right. We on the same level, those two.
We talked about this already, but I noticed this when I was in San Diego, and Aaron and I take a lot of Ubers everywhere, and I noticed that like my conversations with Uber drivers when I have to have a conversation with them always are about driving an Uber. That's like probably one of my my pet peeves that's actually developing the most right now.
Yeah. Fucking
Oh,
time.
how's it going? Oh, good. So busy tonight? Like you don't know what to say, and they're like, oh yeah, what's up? And then 10 minutes later, you're talking about the fucking business of Uber. This happens 9 out of 10 times in an Uber. I've written hundreds of these things now,
Dude.
and I have to do something about it. We have to have other things to talk about.
It's because they all just started. Every fucking Uber ride I've had in the last
goal
6
rush.
months, the guy's like, dude, I'm on. This is my second night. How am I doing? And I'm like, so in this city right now, just so you know, you haven't lived here in a while.
Yeah.
You either are riding in an Uber or you're driving an Uber.
Right.
That's the only two things people do anymore.
Right.
That's it. I feel you on that one because that is completely ridiculous.
I also feel like a lot of that's on you though, because I don't have those conversations.
What kind of conversations do you have?
Every time I've ever been in an Uber or taxi with you, you start that conversation.
Well, we had the conversation in Boston, which
That-
is I
that
know the
was
one
the
you're talking
thing.
about. That's a different one. We had this like somewhat adversarial conversation with a cab driver in Boston about this time last year during PAX East about how Uber was putting him out of business and how he had a medallion that was worth like $300,000 and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, but
You suck.
the market kind of speaking.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Where it's kind of cold out, so we don't really want to have this argument right now.
You don't really
I'm
wanna
still
get-
a mile away from the
Yeah.
show. And I saw Tim kind of looking a little uncomfortable,
It's
and
like, oh God, here we go.
yeah, that one was my fault.
Yeah,
That happens.
I mean, pet peeves. I have lists. Last time we did this topic, I busted out the list. I still have a million more, but one that caught my eye here is when you start thinking about things that you normally wouldn't really put much thought into. For example, you're at the movie theater and you pay $7 for a soda, and you're realizing you're paying $7 for that person to pour soda into a cup. That bothers me. You're not paying $7 for the soda. You're paying $7 for someone to pour soda into a cup.
How do you
And
feel
I don't
about paying
enjoy
$7
that.
now where they give you the cup and you go to the fancy machine? And
Well, that's even. I mean, that's it. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Like that's upsetting because then it's like then you're not even giving me the courtesy of
doing it for me.
yeah. You're not fucking me. You're making me fuck myself.
Damn.
I don't like
I mean,
that shit at
that
all.
sounds preferable.
I'm gonna throw one out. It does. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw one out that's been happening recently, a lot recently, actually, since I think Greg pointed it out the other day. We park sometimes in a space where we have to walk across a median to get to it.
This motherfucker.
And there's always someone who thinks they're doing you a solid by stopping in the middle of the road and letting you go. But it's always the last fucking car.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, just go. Just go.
You're like,
There's
go,
I'm like,
waving,
go.
you're waving,
And he's
you're
like, and they
waving.
give you this fucking look. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing you such a fucking favor right now because you are walking and I am fucking piloting this automobile, so I am superior to you. I will let you walk in front of me. In reality,
perfectly timed my walk, sir, so my momentum would carry me behind your bumper.
I got pissed at someone today.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. She stopped and there was a bunch of cars coming and I'm like, I gave her the fucking like jetway, like go, 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 and she was like, and she just fucking freaked out and like gunned it. And I'm like
Lost
laughing. I felt like
control,
an asshole.
crash into a car.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine, especially walking around in San Francisco. Like just any time you have to interact with another car, it's people just fucking lose their minds. They don't understand what's happening. I also have a pet peeve of bicyclists, just in general.
Yeah,
don't like them, don't get them. I know it's good for you. They blow through stop signs and
I have
they
the same
complain
thing.
about getting hit.
Yeah.
You get it probably a lot in New
I
York.
know, yeah, cyclists. I respect the idea of cycling, and you want to save money, or you want to be healthy, or you want to go to work.
It's good for your
But it's
body.
always like, you know what? My pet peeve is when you have a bicycle and you bring it on the fucking subway. It's like, no. You have transportation. You don't bring transportation on the transportation. Oh, well, it's far. Well, then fuck, you don't have a bike. I hate it. It's always like someone who could just kick the shit out of me so I don't say anything because I'm a pussy. But like at the same time, I'm a coward. But still, I'm so mad inside. But I'm like, have a nice day.
Yeah.
I feel like vending machines in general, they're always just fucked up.
What does
Why
that mean?
vending?
There's always something. Whether it's something getting stuck, and then
Sure.
you're like, all right. Then you have to go through that whole mental thing of like, all right, that Snickers bar,
Yeah.
it was worth 50 cents. Is it potentially worth $1?
Yeah.
But I might get 2 out of that.
Yeah.
Do I need 2? Then you have that whole fucking thing. And that's
Would you
an
pay
issue.
someone $7 to get that Snickers bar for you?
Oh my god, no! I would not.
See,
fucking
I'm
not.
totally opposite with you on the whole Coke thing in the movie theaters. I love that I have a servant behind that counter
Hated
that I
that
can
shit.
just pay hundreds of dollars to, and he will fill my diet soda at my bidding.
I hate
that.
that.
Shit with the serve your own beverage.
Yeah.
That's taking it a step too far. I want you to perfectly, the time they, and they keep going for you. I'm like, yeah, work for that fucking money. That's my hard-earned dollars, and you're gonna twerk for me. You're gonna embarrass yourself for me. You're gonna take your shirt off.
So donate to Patreon so Nick can make that happen.
Yes. I'll film it next time.
Jesus.
Did I go dark?
Yeah.
You got real dark.
Sorry.
I have a pet peeve of just societal norms. Like I don't have like dealing with other people's shit. So it's like, I'll go to the bathroom and I'll pee and it's really fast, but I'll stay there for a little longer because I don't want people around me thinking, man, he pees really fast. So I'll stay there. Fuck them, That's
No
their
one
problem.
would think
No
that.
one thought that.
one would think
Bullshit.
that.
Bullshit. If I went in and peed as fast as I can pee sometimes, you guys would judge me.
I want you to start
Well,
doing
I mean,
it.
how fast are we talking?
Go right now.
I don't need to pee right now. That's not
We can
how
wait.
pee works,
But
Greg.
I would just assume you were doing something else, like blowing your nose or checking your face or teeth or something in there. Like maybe you're
No,
not.
I'm talking about you're at a urinal. Like there's me and you standing at urinals. I faked pee next to you so many times.
I've been alive
Really?
31
Yeah.
years and I've never been like, he peed pretty fast.
Yeah, that's because, that's
Why
because
do you
people are
fake-
faking it.
I have.
No, but what are you faking what?
Faking the pee.
Have
For
you
what
looked into this?
benefit?
Have you looked into this like scientifically? Is there something different
yeah,
about your
there's
dick?
stats all over the place. So I'm not
What did you
alone.
Google for this?
I just
Big
know.
urethras.
People just
Wide
people just tell us.
urethras.
Wide urethras.
Gaping urethra.
It
See
all,
what happens
it all
there.
just comes out, like pours out for 1 second.
It's a
But it's a
fucking
half a
bucket.
gallon.
Right.
It's like cutting the bottom off of a 2-liter jug.
This is an interesting one with this group specifically because there's a lot of people here that do this. But so when you sneeze, like I sneeze once, you guys sneeze like 10 bazillion times.
Right.
I never know how many times to say bless you.
Just once.
Or
is fine.
when. The once is fine. But then it's like, it's weird if I bless you in the middle of your sneezes. Because Greg kind of has a rhythm and a pace to it. Nick's are more just like, here's one. Here's one, here's one. I'm like, fuck, you got me.
Yeah. Well, I have weird allergies right now. I don't know if you guys are noticing that or not, but like in your own noses. But I have the weird. There's weird stuff going on. I think the world's dying.
Okay.
I just think it's dying.
Sure.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, probably.
It's like that Marky Mark movie.
Oh, with the
M. Night
trees.
Shyamalan.
With the
Oh,
trees
is that
are
happening?
going
Yeah,
What about the
happening.
bees?
It's happening.
It's all happening. Oh, that was a different
No,
movie.
yeah, I don't like that. I
That's a
don't
whole
like
different movie.
getting a bless you after every sneeze.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's like,
I'm
go
already
fuck
embarrassed
yourself.
that this is a thing.
Yeah.
Can we all just ignore it? For a
I don't
second?
like when someone
right.
steals my bless you though as well. Like you know, like three people say bless you around and say bless you, but like the person turns to the person like, oh thank you. Like yo, I said bless you and I said it maybe half a second first, and you know I fucking did.
I don't like the pressure of having to say
Yeah,
thank you
no.
for the blood. Don't fucking say bless you. I know
my
I know
God.
you heard me sneeze. Just let me
It is a
wallow
weird
in
one,
my
huh?
embarrassment over here that something might be hanging out of my nose. Don't fucking acknowledge it. Just stay in your world. You don't care. You don't fucking care.
It is
that
a
I
weird
just
bless you
sneezed.
is still a weird.
It's a weird society thing.
very-
Yeah, it's like a
I
weird
would do it
tradition.
if I had the fucking option.
It's
But
very
then if I
archaic.
don't do it, everyone else is going to judge me and my long peas.
Yeah, it's our short piece.
Yeah, whatever.
What is it?
Stories
Short
changed
pieces.
a lot.
I do feel like bless you is I
it's
say it
weird.
every time I
It's
hear someone
dumb.
sneeze, always, even a stranger, but I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, it's about demons coming out of you and shit from the Middle Ages and stuff. But like, why? Yeah, it is true. It's like, why are we even?
Why do we do that?
Like, we're sneezing. It's just a thing your body does.
Right. Why do I need the people around me to tell me it's okay to sneeze? You
I
know,
think
why
it's
do
just
I
an
get their
acknowledgement
validation
of your weakness.
of my weakness?
Yeah.
Maybe that is. You sneeze a lot. You and I sneeze, but if that's a weakness, you and I
We're
are
very weak.
the weakest people on the planet. We're like the Samuel L. Jackson from Unbreakable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They called me Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass, I put a glove on. Oh shit! I broke my hand.
Great impression.
Thank you.
That was very
I do an
good.
awesome
Spot
Samuel
on.
L.
You do.
If I closed my eyes, I'd see Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, I'm Nick Fury. That's what I do.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm
that's
saying.
really good. Do
He's
you
an
do you do
inventor,
commercials when
inventor.
Samuel L. Jackson's not available?
I do fill in for Samuel L.
Do me the
I call him
what's
Sam.
what's in your wallet?
What's in your wallet?
Spot on.
Is it a credit
It's
card?
very close.
I don't
Very
know.
close. Anyway, the
transitioning
idea of the
into
topic was
Bane.
supposed to be weird pet peeves, but then I realized just pet peeves are just pet peeves.
Yeah.
So,
I would file people being mad about paying too little is a weird pet peeve. I would file Tim's under that.
No.
that
you
seems like
guys just
irrational
don't know.
fears. That's a different topic. Irrational fears. We could do that later.
Yeah, we could do.
My whole life is one irrational fear after the other. So
Yeah.
We do a whole just episode of pet peeves around restaurants, restaurant etiquette, the hosting, not being sat if your entire party's not there.
or just sitting there for 5-10 minutes without anyone even acknowledging
Yeah.
your existence.
When they leave the mayonnaise in the sun.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's just dangerous.
I know.
Yeah.
Really dangerous.
I know.
But that's like in Germany. That's some German shit right
That's
there.
Germany?
Like,
That has Germany written all over
yeah,
it.
when you go to like
Yeah.
Cologne,
Yeah.
and they're
Sons
just
of
like, no,
bitches.
there's the mayonnaise right there, and it's like it's turned a shade of purple because it's so
This
rotten.
didn't happen to you.
Never happened to me now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Game Over Greggy Show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like
percussive.
that, head over to patreon.com/kindafunny where you can get every show early along with exclusive access perks and other things. If you have no bucks to toss us over there, though, go to youtube.com/kindafunny where we post the entire show for you day by day, topic by topic, until the entire thing posts as one big MP3 and video. Mike Drucker,
Thank you for having me.
we love you. Thank you so much.
I
for
love
coming
you.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody follow him on Twitter.
Please, at Mike Drucker.
Watch The Tonight Show.
Watch The Tonight Show, How to Be a Person, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Twitch, Mike Drucker.
No. Yeah. You got it unlocked.
Picking up the Twitch
People
thing.
you got a Snapchat, Mike Drucker, yet?
Yeah.
You got
It's
Elo?
Drucker Mike, though, I think, on Snapchat.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Someone was Mike Drucker already.
Sons of bitches. These fucking young kids. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.